Hi everyone, welcome back. So coming to you once again today from a very sunny Bali. Um, it's the morning here, so I wanted to share with you a gratitude practice. This can be practiced at any time of day. Um, I think we'll just get straight into it. So we're just going to start off with a little bit of breath work, some meditation, and then moving straight into some movement. So, as I always say in my yoga classes, just do what feels good for you. If you need to take a rest at any moment, feel free to lie down on the mat or go into child's pose. So, we'll start by just closing down our eyes, finding a comfortable seat. Maybe that's sitting down with your legs crossed, rooting through the sit bones. Or perhaps if that isn't comfortable for you, you can just kneel on the mat or even lie down. So closing down our eyes, we'll just start to breathe together, deepening that inhale, and then slowly letting go of that breath through the nose as you exhale. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Again, in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Two more rounds. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Now just allowing the breath to flow back to its normal rhythm. Starting to look inward, starting to ground down. Being aware of any sounds, any sensations in your space, but maintaining that focus on yourself. Allow the shoulders to drop a little further down as you exhale. Soften all of the muscles in the face. Now I just invite you to place your left hand on your heart and your right hand on top of your left hand. And just start to feel your heart beating in your chest. Feel that movement as you inhale, connecting to your heart space. And then as you exhale, allow everything to just soften. And now just taking a few more breaths here, I want you to begin to think of something that you are grateful for today. Just knowing that gratitude is the way to bring more abundance into your life. Being grateful for the smaller things, the finer things, how we attract more. So just thinking about that one thing that you are grateful for. Perhaps it's waking up and having a hot cup of tea or coffee. And perhaps it's having the time to gift yourself your yoga practice. Maybe it's a person that you're grateful for. Whatever it is, I just want you to really connect with that feeling of gratitude in the body. Think about how that feels to be grateful. And now, on your next inhale, I just want you to imagine breathing directly into your heart space where your hands are placed. And then exhale, let it go through the mouth. Inhale as that sensation, that feeling of gratitude circulates the body. And then just exhale, letting go of anything that doesn't serve you. Inhale into that heart space, finding that gratitude. And then exhaling, just letting go of anything that no longer serves you in this moment, moving into your practice today. We'll take one more breath together. Inhale. As you exhale, just let the hands drop onto your knees, palms facing up, open to receive whatever is coming to you today. Calling in all positivity and feeling grateful for all that we have. Gently opening the eyes, and we'll just start to make some little circles with the body. Just going one way, 2, 3, and then switch it around backwards. 1, awakening the hips. 2, give yourself a smile. 3, and then we'll start with some cat-cow. So we'll inhale, we'll open up the chest, open that heart center, drop the head back. Oh, that sun on my face is hot. And then exhale as you round through the spine, tuck the chin towards the chest, empty that breath all the way out. Inhale, open up, even dropping the head back if that feels okay, in the neck. And then exhale, rounding through the spine, tuck the navel to spine. Go for one more. Inhale, open up, exhale, round. Come back to center, and straight away we're going to open our arms. Breathe in. And then exhale, we're going to cactus the arms and draw the shoulder blades together. Hold it here, really opening up through the chest, stretching the shoulders, and then draw the hands back together. Palms meet, and we'll bring that all the way back to our heart center. We'll go for that again. Inhale, open up. Exhale, cactus those arms, open the heart center, open the chest, and then bring all of that energy back together. Palms touch, back to the heart space. Once more, open up, breathing in. And then exhale, cactus those arms. Ooh, nice stretch. And then draw all of that energy back together to the heart center. We're going to roll over our knees straight away, coming into our tabletop position. And we'll just start off awakening the spine, making sure that the wrists are directly underneath the shoulders, knees are stacked underneath the hips. Drop the belly down, lift the head, lift the tailbone, open the heart space. And then exhale, we'll round once more, navel to spine. Push the mat away from you. Inhale, open up. Cow pose. Exhale, make it all the way back into your cat. Go for one more, why not? Inhale, open up. Drop the belly down, lift the head, lift the tailbone. Exhale as you round through the spine. And then this time, just sending the hips back. Come into a child's pose. Take one breath here. Breathe in. Slow breath out through the mouth. And then working your way back into that tabletop position, we're going to tuck the toes under, send the hips up and back, finding your downward facing dog. This might be your first downward facing dog of the day. So feel free to have a generous bend in the knees. You can pedal out the feet. Finding what works for you. That's what your yoga practice is all about. Remember to breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Look between the hands. Step to the top of the mat. We'll inhale. Feet are hip width distance apart. Halfway lift. Bring the hands to the shins. Monkey pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we'll rise all the way up. Bring the hands together to the heart center. And then we'll go again. Open up. Breathe in. Exhale, we'll forward fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift, monkey pose. Bring your hands to the shins, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, forward fold, step it back. Come into your plank position. Open that heart center forward, we'll lower down, chaturanga. You can always drop down onto the knees. Upward facing dog. And then exhale, roll over the toes, find your downward facing dog for 3, 2, and 1. We're going to lift that left leg high, 3-legged dog. Step the left foot in between the hands and then slowly rise all the way up into your high lunge. Just like we did at the beginning, we're going to cactus those arms open, lift the chest, and then send the hands up, left hand forward, right hand back, pivot on the back foot, come into your warrior 2. Hold it here. Gaze over the fingertips. 3, 2, 1. Flip the front palm, peaceful warrior, gaze up towards the fingertips. And then we're going to windmill our hands down, frame the front foot, step it back, plank position. You can always lower down onto the knees or chaturanga. Find your upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here. Always the option to take your child's pose. 2, exhale, 1. Now on your next inhale, we'll go for the other side. So lift that right leg high, 3-legged dog. Step the right foot in between the hands, rise all the way up, high lunge. Woohoo! Cactus those arms, open that heart center, thinking about what you're grateful for today. Send the hands up, right hand forward, left hand back, pivot on that back foot. Find your warrior 2. So you want to press to the outer edge of the back foot and a 90-degree bend in that front leg. Gaze over the fingertips, flip the front palm, reverse that warrior. Opening up the front of the body, then we'll windmill the hands down, frame that front foot, step it back, lower down. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog or child's pose. We're taking 5 breaths here. Inhaling deeply, exhaling slowly. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Look between the hands, step to the top of the mat. We'll inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. This time, just bending the knees, we're going to slowly round our spine, rising all the way up to standing. Whew. It's very sweaty here. Roll the shoulders when you get there. Stay at the top of the mat, feet are hip width distance apart. We're going to open up, lift the arms, and then exhale, we're going to sink down into our Malasana, our yogi squat. So just find what works for you. If you notice that the heels are lifted, you can place blocks or perhaps a book underneath each heel. Just know that that's totally fine. If you feel uncomfortable in this position, you can always come a little bit higher. We're going to stay here for 3 breaths, working into the hips. Inhale, exhale. 1 more, inhale. And then exhale, we're going to lower all the way down, bring the soles of the feet together. Just gently moving the knees up and down, up and down. Coming into our Baddha Konasana, our butterfly pose. Open that heart space. Once again, thinking about what you are grateful for today. We'll breathe in, and then as we exhale, just slowly starting to lower down. So you want to keep the spine nice and long, leading with the chin, opening up the chest, open up the heart space. With every inhale, see if you can lengthen. And with every exhale, see if you can go slightly deeper. Inhale. Exhale. And just notice where the mind is at when you are in this position. Do you feel any mind chatter coming up, any resistance? Our mind wants to tell us that something is wrong. It looks for what is wrong, which is totally fine. That's the job of the mind. If there was a tiger in the corner of the room, it would be the mind's job to keep us safe. But sometimes we need to train our mind just to remember that everything is okay. That there isn't always a tiger in the room, that we are safe. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly inhale to rise. And then we're just going to bring our knees together and give ourselves a nice tight squeeze. Just knowing that the antidote for our negative self-talk at times can be gratitude. Gratitude counteracts. And then gently bring the hands just slightly behind you. Feet forward. We're just going to windscreen wipe the legs from left to right. And then send the feet out in front of you. Toes are flexed towards the face. We're going to inhale, lift our arms. Gazing at the big toe. Exhale, we're going to forward fold. So maybe you bring your hands to the shins, the ankles, or the big toes. Inhale as you lift and lengthen. And then exhale as you forward fold. Again, keeping the spine long, gazing at the big toes. Inhale. Exhale. Use the breath to guide you. Inhale. Exhale, maybe going a little bit deeper. Once more, breathing in. And then slowly breathing out. And then gently rising all the way up. Going into our Navasana, our boat pose. So just lifting those legs up parallel to the mat. Palms come to either side. Engaging the core here. Open that chest. Lift the chest. Hold it for 5. Remember to breathe deeply. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower all the way down onto your back. Bring the knees in towards the chest. And just rock from left to right, left to right. Massage that lower back. And then just sending the feet up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky, depending on where you are. Hold it here. For 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees. Bring the soles of the feet down to the mat. Feet are about hip-width distance apart. We're going to move into our bridge pose. Bring the palms to either side of the hips. I want you to imagine that you've got a book in between the knees. We're going to slowly send the hips all the way up. Breathe in. Hold it here. Keep imagining that you've got that book in between the knees. And you've got to keep it there. Squeeze it tight for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower all the way down. We're going to take that left ankle and cross it over the top of the right knee. I think I underestimated how hot it would be out here today doing this practice. So draw that right foot close towards the body. Move the left hand in between the gap and clasp both hands behind the back of the right knee. Flex both feet. Breathe into the space that you're creating. Feel that stretch in the left hip, the glute. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And then slowly exhale, you can release. And then just stack that left knee on top of the right. Open the arms wide. And we're going to take both knees over to the right side. Bring your gaze over to the left. Spinal twist. If this feels like too much for you, you can unravel the knees and just stack one on top of the other. And just feel that deep twist. Opening up the body. Detoxifying. And realigning the spine. Hold it here for 3. Breathe in. 2. And 1. Bring the knees back to center. Unravel if the knees are still crossed. And we'll go for the other side. So taking that right ankle on top of the left knee. Drawing that left leg close to the body. Clasp the hands behind the back of the left thigh. Draw that left leg close to the body. Flex both toes. Inhale. Exhale. Opening up that right hip. Feeling that nice stretch in the glutes. This is really great if you've been doing a lot of running or spend some time at the gym. And just remember to send that breath to the area that needs it the most. And then exhale, we'll stack the right knee on top of the left, arms open wide, and then drop both knees over to the left side. Bring your gaze over to the right. Feel free to close down your eyes. And once again, just feeling that realignment in the spine. Imagine that your body is like a tea towel that you are wringing out. Getting rid of any toxins, any negative energy. Breathe down into the belly. And then exhaling slowly. One more breath here. And then gently bring the knees back to center, unravel. You can just windscreen wipe the legs from left to right one time. And then we'll take our happy baby pose. So either taking the back of the knees, the ankles, or the outer edges of the feet. And you can just rock from left to right, left to right. Really working into the hips, feeling that opening, massaging the lower back as you move. Maybe even extending one leg and then the other. And then you can just gently release the feet down. We're going to take the left foot wide, the right foot wide. Palms come to either side of the body. Move the shoulders away from the ears, and we're coming to our final resting pose, our Shavasana. And then just to finish off, we're going to take 2 cleansing breaths. So we inhale, hold that breath at the top, and then open the mouth, release. Sigh that breath all the way out. Again, inhale, hold it at the top, open the mouth and sigh the breath out. Release the breath. And then fully surrender down into the mat. We'll just spend a couple of minutes here in our Shavasana, finding stillness, allowing the body to rejuvenate, regenerate. Just knowing the importance of this rest in our yoga practice, corpse pose. Trying to find some stillness in the mind, knowing that there's nowhere to go, there's nowhere to be, nothing to do. Gift yourself this time now of silence. Okay, now just coming back into your space, beginning to move the fingers and toes really gently. Bring some subtle movement back to your body, bringing back some awareness, perhaps rolling the wrists and ankles. And if you'd like to, I welcome you to take a full body stretch here. And before rolling over onto one side, your right side, coming into a fetal position, just hold it here for just a moment, keeping your eyes closed. And then gently pushing the ground and bringing yourself all the way back up to a comfortable seat. Keeping your eyes closed, bring the palms together to the heart center and gently bow the head. Just to close out the practice, I just want you to come back to what it is you're grateful for today. And maybe that's a long list of things. Maybe there's been many more things that have popped into your head during our practice. Once again, just feeling that in the body. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I'm very grateful to have you here. Namaste.